you bought, this was my bit of swag from Amiga Island. I bought this from Amiga Kit. It's an A600 dust cover. There you go, with the Amiga 600 logo on it. I got that, and then Duncan's going to have to cut this because I've completely lost my flow. What was I talking about?
Pickups.
Hello,
pickups.
2013 Christmas outtakes. How you doing? it's only January, but here's one for you.
High resolution color graphics.
This land of high technology. The revolution in technology that made the information age possible.
Those kids are not afraid of computers.
Up-to-date news for out-of-date tech.
Hello, this week in Retro Twirlers. It's that time of year again between Christmas and New Year. In fact, hang on, when's this going out? Is this going out
This
after
will go out
New Year?
between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, it's that weird part between Christmas and New Year. I've just had a plate of cold turkey. I'm getting the jitters. I'm getting the itch to get back to work and get stuck in, but I know I shouldn't. I need to give myself a couple more days, relax.
Yes.
How about you, Dave? Have you been off for Christmas?
Yeah, I've been off for Christmas. I will be going back to work tomorrow, though, unfortunately. Tomorrow being the 27th of December. And I'll be getting Sunday, Monday off, and that's all. So this is kind of the end of the festive period for me, just about. Nice Christmas dinner yesterday. Did you please the family with your stew?
I should probably say, actually, because we've just launched straight into this, to our regular listeners, it's not the normal format, you may have noticed. This is a Christmas, New Year chat, which is going to turn into all of the outtakes, which Duncan has collected over the years. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of those. I'm not sure how many are safe for work. I'm sure Duncan would have been working hard with the little bleep over some of our chats. Yeah. But yeah, I cooked for the family on Friday, which was solstice. Not that we're like pagans and celebrate solstice or anything. It was just a nice reason to get the family together.
What do you have against pagans?
I've got nothing against pagans. It was just an awful episode in the Ultima series, Ultima 8. Got it in there.
10 points.
3 days my stew marinated for. It was beef bourguignon, 2 bottles of wine in it, and a big old chunk of meat for 12 people. So that went down very well.
Turned out well. You were very proud of it.
I was.
I've been thinking about New Year's resolutions. I'm already thinking about what can I do next year to make things better.
Dave,
so that's what I'm thinking
before
about.
you go into that, I'll give you a good price for all those games behind you. That's really noble of you.
Yeah, no, they're staying. So you and I are gonna sit and watch through all these clips that Duncan has made, and we'll see people after the clips. We hope you did have a good Christmas. We thank you for being with us all through the year. We've done some great stuff this year with some great guests on, and hopefully next year we'll have more of the same.
Yeah, wonderful guests, including LGR. That was this year, wasn't it? Time flies. I can never quite remember what year people are in. But LGR, wonderful guest, big name. Ian Lee, he does this for a living. He was a great... He could have just run the show on his own, and he does with his own podcast. But yeah, he was a great guest. So many great people. Some of them I wasn't in because I had such a tempestuous and busy year this year with things. So I was in and out, but I think it worked okay. I don't think I saw a single complaint about chopping and changing the presenters. So that's nice to know that everybody's happy regardless to listen to the show. I haven't got any New Year's resolutions myself, but I was given a tip the other day, which was go on eBay on Christmas Day because so many people are not paying attention. And quite a lot of people rather stupidly set auctions to end on Christmas Day without realizing it, and you can get some bargains.
I've just realized because eBay will have the auctions automatically. So you can go in, you can snipe people if that's all you've got to do with your time.
Yeah. Well, I had other things to do, but I gave it a go, and this will no doubt show up on the channel in future or in a Patreon update. But I got hold of something I've been after for ages, which is the trapezoid-shaped Prince of Persia box. The really weird-shaped one that always gets crushed. Really nice. Macintosh version, because I want to set it up with a future Macintosh display in the cave. And then it kind of snowballed from there. I got a couple of £10 bargains, but I won't ruin it. So, yeah, the tip was good. Cancel Christmas next year. Spend the day eBaying. Yeah. And I must apologize to Duncan because for those who are watching on video, I am wearing green in front of a green screen. It's never going to work. Sorry, Duncan. Just edit me in front of the green screen for this show. It's not a problem.
Maybe we'll just get your head.
Maybe just a floating head. Yeah. Good. Well, I suppose we should go into these outtakes. I do know for a fact that featuring in the outtakes is the late, great Gizmo in one of the clips. Bless her. Gone but not forgotten, Gizmo.
Poor Gizmo. Poor Gizmo.
And no doubt plenty of Johnny, Dot. Chris doesn't bring any animals other than himself to the party, does
Chris
he?
has 2 cats, but they very rarely get mentioned or come on. I don't know if he shuts the door to keep them out, but people seem to like it when Dot and Johnny are fighting in the background.
They do. I'm sure they'll make an appearance. So without further ado, oh God, I've said it, haven't I? People complain when you say that. Without further ado,
Let's get right to it.
let's get right to it. Duncan, roll VT. Oh, also, I've updated the show name at the top. Do remember, if you put things in there like, let's get f***ed up on mushrooms,
Dave.
Duncan will put it on YouTube.
He will. I didn't. It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
I wonder who it was then.
I wonder
who it was.
Could have been.
Wasn't me. Okay.
What was that?
Time's up.
Shut up, phone.
Oh, okay.
It was the phone which was sitting on top of the
Can I phone a friend?
thing. Big Monkey Boxness. We've not mentioned Monkey Island since the game released. The Return to Monkey Island.
Hang on. Chris and I just screwed up our faces. Is that title okay? Big Monkey Boxness.
I think it's fine. I don't have a problem.
Okay, I was just looking at your reaction and
I just wasn't expecting it.
Is that
was
wrong?
all.
Is that okay? Okay.
Did you see the one in the outtakes that got out fisting the monkey?
Oh no!
Yes.
I was saying that. I was saying that sarcastically, as if
That was never meant to air. Naughty Duncan.
fisting the monkey. He's going to do it again to us.
He's gonna do it. Oh dear.
Right. Okay. Story 2.
Mother monkey business. No. Beep.
Amiga and Atari go to war again.
High-resolution color graphics.
This land of high technology. The revolution in technology that made the information age possible.
Those kids are not afraid of computers.
Childish squabbling.
Death Adder goes forth.
And get your old games back.
All this and more, and other reasons why Amiga is best, coming up on today's show. I'll just do one more. All this and more coming up on today's show.
Atari ST. Would you want this? I don't know. It's another topic for another day. But I'm glad this book is going to finally show that the Atari ST had its moment in the sun, and it was great while it was out. And I'm sure the Amiga was great when.
Oh no! I seem to have muted Dave. What's happened
what
there,
happens to
Chris?
Dave? With
Oh
Dave,
no,
we've
his
lost you.
microphone's cut off.
I don't know what's
his microphone's
happened there.
cut off. What's happened there?
Dave, you there?
No. Oh,
Where is
we
he?
better go on to the next story.
Yeah, on to the next story.
I don't know how to unmute you, Dave. I think you need to do it. How do I unmute? I can't unmute you. I don't have an option. Oh, there he is. He's back.
It's an Amstrad beep.
I can't believe you actually did that to me.
I can.
Can we just agree that CPC is better than Spectrum?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Our first topic for discussion today was posted by Dr. Local and links to a story published in the Metro newspaper. Yeah, Metro's a newspaper, isn't it, that you often find on the Metro in the subway in London. I always used to get my Metro fix. I'm just going to start this story again, totally again. I was just thinking the only time I used to read Metro was if somebody from London had left it on the Southwest train that came to Dorchester, and then someone would take it off the train and put it in the pub nearby. It's like, oh, let's read the London news.
Let's read what the big folks are doing in London.
Yeah. Anyway, our first topic for discussion today was posted by Dr. Logo. Dr. Logo. It's one of those days. Sorry, Duncan.
Digital research logo, you mean?
Our first topic for discussion today was, my voice is cracking. Chris, I know on the side you're a developer. Is this an award you hope to win one day? Sorry, she just bit my foot.
Did she really?
Right, I'm just going to have to remove the cat. Bear with me.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, you. No.
Did she
knew
remove
she was in
herself?
trouble. She took herself out. Yes, I just got both claws and all the teeth into my foot.
Fighting cats are the best cats,
Oh,
though. They
I don't
really
know.
are.
I'll tell you what it is. It's because she'll want me to pick her up and put her on the bed and just settle her down so she can have a sleep.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
demanding she is. It's
Yeah,
either
that's
food
good.
or put me on the bed.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes,
Nice.
Chris.
Okay.
Are you going to win this award one day?
No, I'm not.
I'd be surprised if very many of you needed this explanation, but for the few of you that do, perhaps the younger among you, as it's not quoted as much as it used to be, Moore's law, named after Gordon Moore, is the observation that the number of transistors in microprocessors doubles every 2 years. Now, Gordon Moore founded... Neil?
Ignore me.
I generally do.
Here's an outtake.
Go on, say it. We'll start it anyway, but say it. Now you've interrupted me. Go out and say it.
Is Moore's law like Moore's law?
Oh.
Moore.
He's taking the piss out of you, Dave.
M-O-O.
Moore.
I know. Moore.
He's taking the piss.
Moore.
There's something to do with
But
cows.
if his name was Moore's law, there'd only be one O.
The number of udders multiplies every year. Moore's law. Sorry, Dave.
I'd be surprised if
Start again.
very many of you needed this explanation. But for those of you who do, perhaps the younger among you, as it's less used now. Moore's law.
Right, we got to get through this story now.
Hey, Duncan.
Surprised if very many of you needed this explanation, but for the few of you that do, perhaps the younger among you, because it's not mentioned as much as it used to be, Moore's law, named after Gordon Moore, is the observation that the number of transistors in microprocessors doubles every 2 years. Jesus Christ, I can't do it. Did you hear my voice going again and again?
It was Chris's smirk that got me.
We're just normal men.
Right, you just need to get the first paragraph done, yeah?
He had it done.
One paragraph
I
at a time.
kept going. Right, professional. I'd be surprised if very many of you needed this hell application. Yeah, download the app on your phone. That's what to do.
That's not even a funny story.
Oh yeah, there was always the if you lose me, meet me at XYZ. Meet me at the town pump or whatever. And you maybe check periodically if someone
Town
was
pump.
missing. The town pump, yeah, we had a town pump in our town. Did you not have a
What?
What was her name?
It's where the water source used to be in the old days. Dave, what did you just say there? Do I want to
It's all
hear?
good.
No,
Carry on.
It's all good.
Yep, it's fine. Carry on.
So there's also an article I'm reading on Archer McLean, remembering him, and an article on the Northwest Computer Museum. Have you had a reporter in the cave yet to do a report on a cave day, Neil?
I've had
For a media addict.
a segment on the cave in the magazine, but nobody actually come here to cover the cave. So, yeah, more than happy if you want to come to our next patron day and report back. Send a roving reporter. We'll look after them. We'll buy them lunch, fluff them up, and make sure they say good things.
What's your favourite article, Al?
Article? What? Sorry, I think I tuned out there.
Beautiful.
Edit that out.
No.
No. That's a sponsorship.
You can buy Pixel Addict magazine at pixel.addict.media. You can buy a PDF. You can order a subscription that delivers to your house, or you can go to your newsagent where you can find it there.
That website address again, Al.
Oh, am I supposed to read you this out?
Pixel.addict.media.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to be reading this out. Sorry.
Right, we'll end it there and go into the next story. That's perfect, Al.
They're stitching you up, mate.
I'm so sorry.
They're stitching you up, mate. No,
Oh, no.
They're stitching you up. Oh,
Just
that's
our sponsorship section for them is always terrible, so that's why we do it that way. It's always
the
terrible.
point of it is to be as bad as possible.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I was
Hey, no, it's
reading
fine.
out.
That was exactly what we wanted. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I
Right.
wanted.
Okay. I've gone bright red now.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Swines.
Oh, so good.
In the first IBM PCs, an ISA, so that's an ISA, industry standard architecture slot was created. Neil.
ISA.
ISA. ISA.
ISA.
Or ISA.
Isa Minnelli.
ISA.
ISA.
Mark. ISA or ISA?
ISA.
ISA.
Chris.
Isa.
Chris.
Oh,
Sorry, Dave.
It's ISA. ISA.
Where's the Z?
And then
What
later,
does Z stand for, Dave?
It's ISA with an S, not ISA with a Z.
What does the Z
Isa.
stand for? Sorry.
Z, are you American? It's a Z.
Carry on.
Mark, I
Banned off this
appreciated.
podcast.
I appreciated Mark's Liza Minnelli reference there.
Thank you.
I didn't.
Try again, Dave.
We are sponsored, again, thank you very much, by This Week in Retro. No, we're not. Oh, itch. It's been there for ages. Oh.
Outtakes.
But there will be more of these things appearing, but they're rare and unusual. It's just not common at all. I think that's what the interest is here.
Yeah, it's true. So, Rhys, you had a good look through the story, didn't you, as well?
I did.
Did you have any more thoughts? Like those in the show notes?
See, what happens here is...
The trouble is, I haven't got the notes up in front of me because I'm watching you two talking. It's like watching an actual episode.
Yeah.
And then
you're in
Oh, hang on, I'm in the episode.
I kind of drift off a bit and forget that I'm in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on
Yeah.
then.
And you could get 1,760 kilobytes on an Amiga HD disk.
Did the Amiga support HD discs?
Yeah.
What was the ST?
1.76 megabytes.
It was the ST 1.4. The ST was double density as well, wasn't it?
It was dead by then, and people had moved on. That's what the ST was. People had moved on. And said, that was great, I love my ST. Now what's next?
Yeah.
Instead of, no, Amiga forever. Still alive. That's one for the outtakes.
But yeah, in terms of this idea for people's collecting, funnily enough, for a fleeting moment, I did think, I could do something with this space, because this is room that I'm in right now is actually our spare room. The couch, which you can't see over in this corner, actually folds out into a bed, because this was... Shouldn't have done that. I'm going to start that again because now that's on. Sorry, Dave. It's all right. I messed myself up. You go and do your thing. Go do your
Well
thing.
done, Chris.
Yeah. I know. I messed up.
I thought I'd go and get a drink without interrupting.
Being subtle. Yeah, I interrupted myself. All right.
Check it out.
Check it.
Yo, what's happening?
Do you want to start the sponsorship slot with that, Dave?
Yeah.
No. I have too much artistic integrity. Yo,
mean, Rhys?
what's happening?
Rhys could do it.
We are sponsored this week.
Good. And on to the next story.
That's what my
Fantastic.
nose itching, but
We are sponsored this week.
Yeah, that's good to know.
we are sponsored this week by... Fucking hell, Dave. Line.
Yeah, Dave's nodding his head there. So, and in the... Excuse me. Sorry, Duncan. After Dave's head nod, you can bring me back in. That cough was coming for a long time. I shouldn't eat dry roasted nuts when I'm...
You've just had a
doing
week
show.
off last week, and now you get a week off.
That's because I'm eating nuts. I've got nut dust in my throat. Okay.
That's for the clip show, Duncan.
Sales
Wee guy, he rang the doorbell and he goes, "You want your garden done?" And that was it. "You want your garden done?" And I'm like, "Sorry, what? You want your garden done?" And I said, "Maybe come back in an hour."
Excellent. Should we get into this week's news in brief / housekeeping?
No, because that's done later on in the show, Neil.
Okay, I have been off for a while. What do we do now?
So we go straight into story one.
Let's go straight into story one. Let's do it.
Remember we talked about this?
Yeah, but I'm following the document.
Leave all this in, Duncan. It's fantastic.
The red housekeeping was in the document, so I filled it out.
Story one.
Okay.
Come on, Neil.
Duncan doesn't need to listen to this.
Hello, Duncan. Sorry about this. We're shit.
They're both drunk, and it's breakfast time in the UK. I don't know what's going on.
Drunk on chocolate. Today's episode is sponsored by Gillian Chocolate Starfish.
Chocolate starfish.
The only explanation, Duncan. I don't know what's going on. I'd never do a video while drunk.
Chris, what's this?
I don't know.
It's a terrorist.
Oh dear. Now, Apple so far have not released an official touchscreen computer outside of their, very specific markets of iPhones and iPads. Their flagship.
Surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Their flagship machines have never gone touchscreen.
Flagship.
It's
Don't call them flagship.
Oh, did I say flagship?
Yes.
Say that bit again. Their flagship range. Done it again.
It's like the Australian pronunciation.
Ship.
No, it's not. This is what happens when you get punched in the face.
But the consumer body, the ESA, that's the Entertainment Software Association, disagree. In 2015, they argued that expanding... Sorry, a cat's just walked in the keyboard.
You just read out what's been typed, Dave.
That'll do.
It's called PCBWay.
Duncan, sorry about this.
There's millions.
Duncan's probably a cold and sitting there miserable, having to cut out all our coughs.
No, because I muted most of mine except that one because we were in a break.
With Dave.
The only thing I haven't said is that I mentioned the IBM PS2 286 Model 30. I did fix it. It turned out that desoldering that RAM DAC, put a new one in, fixed it. And I got a couple of things arrived yet the other day. A PS2 XT2SD, which is a direct replacement for the hard drive in a PS2. It's not an XT IDE. It's a direct replacement of the hard drive. Works flawlessly. I'm delighted that Peter's made that. So my PS2 will be up and running very soon.
Great news, Dave. Great news.
You, Neil. People have been asking me about it since I mentioned it on the show.
And we
You
do
did,
say things
yeah.
like we hoover up, we Google something. Oh, your face is ugly, but we can Photoshop that. These things do come to pass through dominance and usage.
Even mine.
Well, I don't know about that. There's not enough Photoshop in the world, is there? Let's be fair.
I think we'd use the open source service and GIMP, Dave. The article goes on to discuss other Google services.
Stop it.
Okay, Duncan, we'll need to...
Titter ye not.
Sorry you caught me out there.
And it coincided with more complex mobile phones and their ability to play video and go to the YouTube site and the increased connectivity speeds on mobiles and all of that. It just all came together at the right time, didn't it? Dave?
Sorry, I put my hand up instead of hitting the mute button when I coughed.
Fantastic.
I'd like to call your attention to my cough.
And just to be clear, for the Atari ST story this week, people complain about the Playground Wars stuff, which we've done to death, but also Atari ST people complain, quite rightly, I think, that you can't mention the Atari ST without it being then reframed in terms of from an Amiga perspective. So it'll be good to do. Yeah. It'll be good to do the story. It'll be good to do the story without the kind of the Amiga slant on things, and just as if the Amiga didn't exist. And this is kind of based in 1988. This story in the Amiga, as far as music in 1988, the Amiga didn't exist. So I thoroughly enjoyed watching those, and I hope it shows our viewers and listeners just how unprofessional we really are. And it's Duncan that turns us into the professional, polished podcast and show that you see, and it's not us doing it because we're the idiots.
Yeah, he does work really hard. Something quite timely came up there. There was mention of the town pump. Mm-hmm. Which I can just expand on that if you like. The town pump back in my hometown is where you would meet on New Year's Eve and everyone would have a go at climbing the town pump. So
what is a town pump?
It's
a water pump?
Yeah. You'd have the water pump, but they've built sort of a statue thing on top of it.
Okay.
So you would quite dangerously on a wet night where ice is formed on the pump, climb up to the top of it and show off your manliness by climbing the town pump. It's a young man's game.
Yeah, count me out of that. I quite enjoyed listening back to those. I quite enjoyed lots of things I've forgotten about. Mark singing and mushrooms.
Yes. Thank you for bleeping that, Duncan. I hope.
Yes. You're terrorist.
That's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to bad jokes that appear.
Yeah, Duncan, I think, cuts them out quite often because you don't really do it for the show. You just do it to unsettle us.
Yes.
Cats on the keyboard.
Yeah, cats on the keyboard, and trying to put Chris off happens an awful lot as well. It's really bad because he's so well behaved as we do our stories. He's always the third story on the show, and then we just can't help ourselves because I think the pressure's off of us. We've done our story, and then for whatever reason, we're as bad as each other trying to put Chris off. So, sorry, Chris. My New Year's resolution is not to put Chris off anymore.
Yeah, that'll do. I hope. In fact, we really hope you enjoyed these. Thank you for being with us for the year.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Once again, hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. A happy New Year to you all. A special happy New Year to the official twirlers, the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. That has grown momentum over the last year, hasn't it? Yeah, we've got quite a few patrons.
We now have 80 patrons.
80? Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. So we may look to do a little bit more private stuff on Patreon, do you think, this year? Just to say thank you to them.
It'd be nice to. Yeah. We've got enough that we perhaps should. We need to work out what that is. Feel free to make suggestions.
And as we saw the Amigos show work so well at the Cave recently when John came over, maybe at some point in the next year, we're not committing to this. This is just me thinking out loud. Maybe at some point we can do a This Week in Retro show in the Cave. I think that
it's a nice drive down. I can go and see the wolf dogs again.
Yeah. Well, the new year is ahead of us. I hope it's good for everyone. Thank you so much for listening and for watching, and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Don't drink too much.
Drink too much.
Chris.
Chris has already drunk too much.
Bye.
Bye. I'm waving. Neil's waving.
This Week in Retro was presented by Neil from RNC The Cave, Chris from 005 AGIMA, and Dave. It was produced by me, Duncan Styles. The podcast version of the show is available through your favourite podcaster, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and the video version is available on the This Week in Retro YouTube channel.
Join our community subreddit at r/thisweekinretro to suggest and vote on the stories we cover on the show. If you watch This Week in Retro on YouTube, please give us a like and subscribe to help us reach new viewers.
If you enjoy our show and would like to support it, then please check out the link to our Patreon page in the show notes or description. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time for more up-to-date news for out-of-date tech.